Welcome to Cat the Minion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This is going to be a weekly overview for April 11th through the 17th. So with the 4 for April, there's typically going to be a lot of work happening in masculine energy. And it was interesting is that this week goes from 11, that universal timing, but potentially masculine and feminine or twin flame number. There's some options there. To the 17th, which is the star. So it's sort of like a power week. Like set course for the second star till right and go straight on until the morning. That's the energy that I'm getting for this week. So I'm using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand Chalmel. I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot. And I'm using the Thoth deck. So let me push these a little bit. Spread out. There were a bunch of doubles that came out. Normally it's one card per deck per space, but there's extra cards in here, which may work out fine because I had to clarify in the last couple of weeks. Alright, so we have Sunday, Sun energy. We're also the Sun in Aries during this, which is further masculine energy, both the Aries and the Sun. And then Venus came into April in Aries, so the feminine there too, and I'm not sure how long she's staying in Aries. I was not called to look up the planetary positions for April, so possibly during this week also, but we'll see. Alright, so starting off, we have 43, the masculine and the feminine. 4 and 3. This is the Labyrinth inverted, possibly Chariot energy. Normally the Labyrinth card is like, we feel like we're isolated, but if we really just kind of look around, we see that we're not as alone as we think we are. Everybody's sort of trying to get to their own, like everybody's sort of on their own journey, but a lot of people will end up in the same place. It's a little bit like the energy that I'm getting off of this card, especially inverted, is like, wherefore art thou, Romeo? It would have been better if I had said it right. So here's the Empress. So again, the Empress here. This tree root energy here. Darkness and the moon. It's just interesting. Now what's interesting is this labyrinth is in a park. There's shrub, like a massive shrub, and then trees in the background as well. It's like a manicured garden. But here's like a wild tree outside of the orchard. A wild tree appears. And we have Princess of Wands inverted. It's basically a low vibration of the Empress. Although my brain just wanted to say High Priestess, so apparently it's a low vibration of a High Priestess right now. Princess of Wands is where the page would be. And I've assigned it Fool energy, so we have an inversion of Aquarian energy. Now I was getting the Page of Wands going every which way in the previous week, or weeks. It's like I'm not ready to, it's like I'm not all the way there yet because I'm working on my grounding. It's like I'm struggling because I feel alone. You know, like I'm dangling out here all by myself. But it's like the Empress is somebody who's tackled all of the kingdoms and has gained wisdom and knowledge from that and is able to use this creative force from below the soles of her feet to the crown of her head in order to harness this like propulsive energy. That it's not like it's not like a torpedo all at once, though. It's like a bunch of seeds raining down, like the little wing nut. Yeah, wing nuts. Like not like not like on a bolt, but like the real ones out in nature, where there's like little nuts that have the little paper wings on them, and they fly, coming off the tree. I think I want a clarifier card for that, though. There's something that's not quite there. What's the Princess of Wands doing to get to the Empress? Six of Pentacles, success. Okay, so this is another card that's been popping up. Sixes. The Taurian energy. The moon in Taurus. Okay, now the Empress card here had the moon on it. I mean, it's really about grounding. It's like having this, working on this deep knowingness within, this sort of like stillness, right? Where the seed works on building up its energy to burst through the ground. So again, it's just like, I feel alone, but it's a moment in time because I'm about to, like, I'm really coming into my own. Or it's about time, just about time. Getting the Rose by Bette Midler in the back of my head. So look at the Monday, 12 energy, possibly the Hanged Man, which is also water, but not the same. Although the Moon card is traditionally ruled by Pisces, but I don't agree with that. As is the Neptunian energy of the Hanged Man. Alright, so we have 10, the Scythe with this Jack of Pentacles. And I'm going to take that as a page because I keep getting... I just felt like that was wrong. So the Knight of Pentacles. I've had the Knight of Pentacles inverted at least once in the last couple weeks. This is like I'm cutting something out. It could be like I've been cut to the bone, but it could also be I'm taking... It's like I'm taking... This completion 10 is taking me a long time because I have to go in surgically and remove all of this stuff. And here it's giving me this idea that there's like cellular memories in the body tissues because we're dealing with pentacles, this sort of psychosomatic ailments in order to move forward. Eight of Swords, interference. This is usually my I want to break free card. But we see it's like I have to be careful pulling these swords out because if I yank one of them too much the other way, it's going to start tearing the stuff that I want to keep. You know, it's like get your other people's thoughts and opinions need to be carefully excised from my brain tissue and all my other cellular tissue. Because this could be very well be like muscle. Or they've got these like... This is like shrapnel, whether that's literally shrapnel or metaphorical shrapnel. It's like I'm going to become free of this through careful and strategic surgery. Notice that this 10 here, this completion, and this 8 here are like working on something, combining to form 18, the moon energy. This is... This 8 of Swords. Oh, my neck just crunched weird. Jupiter in Gemini. Gemini currently North Node, South Node Sagittarius. So this is something that's happening globally. There's a physical excision of malignant interference in people's lives, their thoughts, their perceptions. But it does have physical ramifications. It causes real illness, real dis-ease. And the Six of Pentacles inverted. Now in my music deck that I'm redoing, the song is The Right Garden by Jane Oliver. When I was talking about the Empress, about grounding and getting the roots in for the little plant to pop up, this is like all in the darkness. These little tiny seeds are trying to pop off, and they're in like acrid soil. Here it's like I'm cutting my losses. I'm going to plant my energy elsewhere. A lot of gardening metaphors, which is weird because I am not into that. Just forced to garden against my will. But my I should cover her ears. My flowering succulent, her name is Susan, and I've been watering her when she tells me she's thirsty, and she's been listening to my music, and I've been opening the window, I think every day, and pulling the shade open so she can get some sunlight in her. She's got all these leaves, like, freaking, like, everywhere, like, more than, like, it feels like it's more than the Fibonacci sequence. There's little tiny leaflets popping up out of the thing. It's crazy sauce. So, maybe I'm not as scarred about gardening as I thought. Let's see if she gets new flowers this year. Oh, now the battery's gonna go. I'm gonna have to do another segment anyway. So the 13th, death cycle, transition, release. I think that's the other thing it was called in a deck. And then we have the Mars energy. I just heard overkill. It's like, war is over if you want it. Well, 41. Usually when I get the well, it's inverted. So I'm bringing up some water. I'm bringing up some deep cosmic knowledge from inside, or my emotions are finally rising to the surface. There's something deep within me that I'm finally tapping into. I had like some kind of reserve. Now the 4 and the 1 here, I'm seeing the Emperor and then the Magician. Combined it makes 5, which would be the Hierophant. But 5 is also a shift or a pivot. And there's this sunlight breaking out over this water too, and it's giving me this idea of temperance, even though 14 is sort of backwards here, but it's like a mirror image. Like I'm mirroring to myself the balance that I want to be. See how this bucket is balanced, the water's not tipping. It's there's like machinations happening in order to have a clearing. So I have 2 double sets of cards here. I have the 5 of Pentacles, another 5, with the Daughter of Swords. That's the Page of Swords. So I have another page just like the other day. It's like I've gone, this is like the pain that's in the well. This flower is drooping. Oh, now I'm getting Don't Kill It, Carol by Manfred Mann. Don't let that flower go. That's a song about trying to get his girlfriend to not have an abortion. And I don't know why that song came up right now. Because I am the pro-choice. That might be relevant for somebody, though. The page is in 11. It's a good song, though. Like, musically. This is giving me like a 3 of Swords energy, but the 5 of Pentacles is like I'm feeling left out. I'm like a wilted flower. I'm a wallflower. I'm a wellflower. I got overwatered and now I'm dying, right? I'm like emotionally destroyed. But there's like, I just heard turn the page. Like I'm turning a new leaf. Thanks, Susan. Turning a new leaf. Let me see what these other two cards are before I get too much into that Daughter of Swords. So we have the Star, which is what I expected to see over here. 17 breaking down to 8 Aquarian energy. Right, this turning of the truth, this like, oh, I'm starting to see the light. I'm bringing myself back up from the abyss, from rock bottom, right, from the bottom of the well. And I have this, I'm not super confident, but I'm starting to emerge holding this truth. And this is where this hope comes in. Two of Wands, Mars and Aries. So we have Dominion, but it's inverted. This is usually a choice. Well, here it's like I made my decision. But I feel like there's something here about letting go of a grudge as well. And I think I'm going to have to clarify that too. Let me see if I can get... Clarify if we're doing a grudge. Why is there so many cards? Moon, 4 of Cups. This is apathy. If you just ignore choices and never make one, then the decision will be made for you. Holy crap, that card's popping out. 9 of Cups, happiness. This is going to be in the challenge position because it was flapping around all over the place. This is like I pulled up the water from the well and I watered these plants and they're sort of pouring down everywhere into these cups. It's like I felt so out of place. I let other people make my decisions for me. But I've come down out of the depths and I have hope for the future that I can be happy because I've learned. And this is like, I'm going to think for myself now. Like I'm going to do it. And it brings in this this sort of alignment. All right. So let me move this over and we'll do Wednesday, which is mercurial energy. Oh, it's sideways. No wonder I'm having trouble turning it. Just leave that heap over here. Okay, so Wednesday. Mercurial energy. So I've got a double here as well. Okay, so this is an extra card in this deck. It's coming in inverted. This is the 2 tetrahedrons intersecting. It's sort of the basis of the matter, shape of matter in the universe. Masculine and feminine energies coming together. I'm not quite sure why it's inverted though. Let's see what this is. Okay, so this is power. This is the 4 of Pentacles, traditionally the Sun in Capricorn, although I did reassign it Neptunian energy. So there's some kind of, in the subconscious, the power balance between the masculine and the feminine energy is distorted. It's causing this breakdown, like the circuit breakdown, the feedback loop between the polarities. We have the stork here. Look at that, 17, and then we have 17 again. Queen of Cups. That's that. Queen of Cups is like centered in her emotions. She's psychic. The storks represent patterns. Like year in, year out, come to the same tree with the same mate and build the same kind of nest. But this idea of sunrise, like there was in the well, is well card. This might mean that this cycle has been stuck like this for quite a while. I'm going to sort of put that Queen of Cups as a side note for now. But look at this 9 of Cups. This is like contentment. Feeling pretty good. The moon energy on there. What's that moon? 9 of Cups. Said, no, Jupiter in Pisces. So this is giving a really similar energy to here. It's like a balanced power circuit can lead to happiness and contentment, but there's a distortion in the field that's getting it stuck like a broken record. I want to keep getting clarifiers, though. This is kind of obnoxious, these readings. The Empress inverted, right? Distortion of the feminine energy, lack of grounding. It's like wires aren't grounded. What's going on with the masculine energy in this reading? Going on with the masculine energy in this reading. The Son of Wands. Okay, so this is the Knight instead of a page this time. Knight is upright, indicates Hanged Man inverted, right? He's ready to move. But here's this sun that's breaking over this nest, too. It's like this is like an electrician. He's working on the power grid. Okay. Let me see what the storks and the 9 of Cups are representing here. The bridge is out. There's like a gap in the circuit. 10 of Wands inverted, a burden being let down, but this bear card is like a mama bear who's gonna fight for what's necessary for survival. And then this tried to pop out, but it went back. So this is the 8 of Pentacles, but it's this key. There's a hidden key to unlocking this. It's like I've given up the fight. I'm not gonna try to bridge this gap anymore. So this distorted power balance, the feminine is like, I'm not putting my bare hand on this faulty wiring anymore. I've gotten burned enough times. I'm not going to keep repeating the same thing because it hasn't been bringing me this happiness. I'm trying to stay balanced in my heart center. But this masculine energy is like, no, but he's like, I am coming with a new roll of wire and some hot mids to kind of restore the balance of the grid between the masculine and feminine energy polarities. So that's the 14th. And look at this. 14 is balance, and Mercury is sort of electric. It gives me electric feelings, even though it's like quicksilver. But it makes me think of like soldering and fluidity and current. Let's look at the 15th. Jupiter energy on a Thursday. tumbling dice. 39. So we have the Empress potentially, and the Hermit, which would be like the Empress and is the mother, and then the Hermit is Virgo energy, which would be the maiden. So kind of what's missing here is the crone, but we have 2 dice, which would represent the High Priestess. It's like when this is upright, it's like I'm taking a chance. Here, it's actually giving me it's the last chance. And when it's upside down, look what's up in the top is the 2, the crone element. Right? I've tried to be in feminine energy twice. This was too small, and this was too big, but maybe this High Priestess energy is going to be just right. 8 of Wands inverted. This is also electric. This is like the circuit got put in backwards. Like the messages are running in the wrong direction, or there's been a slowdown in the system. This card spun into the challenge position, so I'm going to take it that way. So we have defeat. This kind of looks like a grid as well. Venus in Aquarius. Is that right? Yes. And sorry, I'm tired. Mercury in Sagittarius. Okay. What time? Mercury is God damn it. Mercury rules Gemini, and Gemini's north node, Sagittarius south node. The nodal energies kind of give me like a global encompassing thing because it's pole to pole. But I think of nodes, it does make me think of an electrical circuit. This is like this defeat in the challenge position is like I'm not giving up yet. Right? I have another chance at this, at making these repairs, but I'm going to get a clarifier again, apparently. The relationship between the 3 cards. Not taking like a 10-card stack here, but this Ace of Wands did try to slip out. I feel like I've seen this a lot lately. This is the wrong capacitor, right? This is the wrong size fuse for this system. So I went down to the Radio Shack from 12 years ago and bought this other kind of fuse to put into this electrical system. Right? You're taking a chance if you keep using that same kind of switch. What is going to overcome this defeat, or just sort of taking a gamble and having things take forever, following this gut instinct, passion, the core desire, listening to your gut. So let's look at Friday the 16th. So possibly Tower energy, and then we have Venus energy as well, the Empress. And notice that we're dealing all month with 4, which is that masculine Emperor energy, and 16 is that squared. So just like an array, a parabolic array of masculine energy, and then the feminine as well. So I've got double cards here also. So we have the book, but it's inverted. 10 of Pentacles inverted. 26. Possibly the High Priestess and the Lovers, or 2 and 6 of Pentacles, or 8 Pentacles. There's sort of a... It's like a little bit of like, I didn't ask for this, but also I didn't do my homework. So there's the 8 there. 8 Pentacles, possibly, because there's a 9 of Pentacles down here. This would be that, you know, my ends are meeting. Like, isn't this swell kind of energy? But this is, the sarcophagus has to do with, like, healing, right? It's like I'm in the hospital. I'm not quite dead. The Devil inverted. Capricornian energy. 9 of Pentacles and 10, I think, are both Virgo energy. Yeah. Venus in Virgo, and then Mercury in Virgo. Queen of Swords. One or 13. This is 15 breaking down to 6. This could break down to 4. Which would break 13 again. Or possibly 12. Just was looking at this head here, and I was thinking dead from the neck down. I almost said waist down. God damn. He's dead from the waist down. Why doesn't he find me attractive? Weird. Okay. This other card. Wheel of Fortune. 10. There's that owl from earlier in the week. And the sun and the moon. What brings these... This is Sagittarian energy. What brings you all together? These 10s seem to go together. This is like... This... Oh... When this book is upright, it's locked. But usually it's like I'm gaining knowledge. This is like... It's almost like I didn't... the information wasn't handed to me. I had to... find out the hard way. The cycle completing has a lot to do with coming into your own mental power after dealing with a lot of really difficult, crusty stuff that left you feeling like you had nothing left. This Queen of Swords is a little bit like, I've had enough of all this shit. Like, I'm in charge of how I think and what's right and what's wrong. Alright, it's like I'm gonna throw the book at you. Get a clarifier for the book, though. Of the Queen. Oh my god, are you kidding me? This is the woman with the book in her hand, and it's the Ace of Swords. Emotions with that rose there. High Priestess 2 and the 9. There's that 9. There was Mercurial energy in there, which is like the youthful version of the masculine energy. And there was Virgo energy, which can be the inner child of the Empress. It's like I'm looking back over my childhood. Because this Mercurial energy could be the masculine half of the inner child, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury, not just Gemini. I thought I had lost that part of me, but I needed that to complete my soul integration. This Queen of Swords is a low vibration of the High Priestess. So it's like I'm starting to level up my energy towards being really in tune with the universe. I'm learning to pick up the vibrations like a great network. And it's like, right now, I don't have my hands fully in the network, but I'm studying how the energies work. And I wasn't just handed the keys to the network, to the net. I had to learn how to code my life. Right? It's like, just because this worked for you doesn't mean I have to copy word for word what somebody else did, because it didn't work out in the past. Alright, so we're looking at Saturday the 17th, star energy, 4 energy. 4 and 17 is 21, which goes back to this Saturnian energy here. 8 breaks down to... 17 breaks down to 8, which can be Leo energy as strength. Sorry, I'm tired. Okay, here's the woman again. This is the alternate woman. Same exact card, but now she's like vibing full Venus Empress energy. Right? She's like, I'm not going straight to the High Priestess. I'm going to sit in my maturity. And I've got my hand on my heart because my inner child is just hanging out in there. We're chilling. I'm not just... I devoured the book, and now I'm... I'm building machines in my head with it. I'm being illuminated by the ether of the universe. Grounding. 2 of Cups in reverse. Mercury and Cancer. I feel like there's a little bit of mourning for the inner children here. And then we have the Prince of Cups. That's the Knight in this deck. Why is there mourning? Mourning has broken. This kind of reminds me of that. This inverted reminds me of this 5. The 5 of Cups, wherever the fuck that was. From the 13th. Similar energy. Why though? Devil inverted again. Why is Saturday the exact same reading as Friday? The Ace of Cups in the challenge position. What the frickety frack? Oh. This feminine is picking up on the cosmos. All this shit over here is happening with the masculine energy. Feminine energy going through the inner child reunification, healing. This similar energy, the masculine's doing this on the 17th. Same kind of deal. But it's coming through slightly differently. So this Knight of Cups is the masculine energy. And he is Aquarius and Piscean energy. So it's like part of his work is the collective consciousness, and the other little bit of his work is with the subconscious, which is probably why he's coming in with cups, because he's got to deal with this it's like air energy and water energy. It's like I need to let the wine breathe. Princess of Cups. That's what the page would be. And then the Ace of Cups again. What is he doing? I've assigned this Neptunian energy. So the masculine's inner feminine is kind of submerged into the subconscious. It's like I feel, it's like they feel like she broke up with me. But this unbinding from like inner child wounding it's like opening up the wine cellar. And like it's like the genie in the bottle, right? It's like I dream of Genie. I opened the wine bottle because I thought my emotions were in there, and this feminine energy popped out, and the shenanigans ensued. But, I mean, 2 Aces of Cups, and then the 2 of Cups. The masculine energy is having, like, an emotional overhaul related to his inner feminine here. I think that's it. Alright. If you'd like to get a personal reading, I'll put you over here by my sign. Let me zoom this better. The complete list of readings I have and how much they cost is going to be in the the description box underneath this video. And down there. And you can email me, thecatcameback@camp@gmail.com. If you'd like to help keep this channel chunking along, you can donate, energy exchange, hit that tip jar, PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. I've got some social media over here. I'm not really using this right now. I'm trying to fix some stuff. I don't know what's going on with that, but I've got merch and prints and actual art items for sale here. I've got 2 coloring books and a dark poetry book over there in the Kindle Direct Publishing. All of these links are going to be through the link tree, linktr.ee/cattheminion. I'm donating percentage of prints and actual art items, certain ones, to charity, and as I become less broke AF, I will increase those percentages. Did I say the coupon code? If you get 3 or more items on Etsy, you can use that coupon code 3*17 to get 17% off. And if you go through the link tree, it should pop in there at the top. I've got a playlist with sample readings, so if you want to see what the readings for sale look like, check out that playlist. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.